Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at us.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky at us.
None can compare with the KG done. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going
bomb,
on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
What's good?
Yo, 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 where's our faces at, Joe?
There you go. How you doing, people? Hey. How you been?
Bro, how I've been Mano, bro.
Yeah, bro, you've been tired. You better tell the people why we're late. Yeah, you better tell everybody why the thing said we're start at 2:30, and now we're starting at 2:10. Yeah.
Okay. Like Rashford, I have to take responsibility. I thought this was an internal matter, Joe. I thought
no. I'm 10 hard out here, fam. Yeah, I'm representing the bull. I can't even represent him phonically because I'm just trying to imitate the baldness with the do-rag. Yeah.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
What you good, man? It's good to see you, man.
Back, bro.
Hey, look, it's been a long time, actually. It shouldn't have been this long. We've been sleeping on the Premier League, and nobody's been talking about what we're about to talk about now, hopefully, yeah, because you know what? There's been a few things that I want to discuss, yeah, and haven't been able to discuss completely on the shows when I'm on the morning shows at KG and stuff like that. So let's try and get into them, bro.
Yeah.
Let's try and get
Before
into
you
them.
even discuss anything, Joe, what happened to Sir Alex Ferguson on the background? Oh, okay. You were in front of him the whole time.
What are you talking about?
No, because like
Listen.
it's all good. It's all...
Let me put him back. I'll put him back where he belongs. Yeah, there you go.
Uncle gonna come
full
teach you a
sight,
lesson
next
again.
to the tongue. Hey, he's not being touched by the tongue. He's close to it. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Look, it's a new year. It's a new dawn. It's a new light for Man United. Hopefully on the horizon. What I see is the silver lining. I always call them the silver lining. Ineos. Yeah, at least somebody wants to come and try and save the club. Yes, we didn't get what we wanted, but we got something. Yeah. And this is what I want to start on this week. Yeah, the good is this man. Yeah, this appointment.
Yes,
but it's not just him. It's also the fact that Ineos is coming in and actually looking to shake up things. I know it's not been a lot yet, and they haven't been able to do much moves, but I think there's a good feeling around the club with the kind of appointments that they're already making.
Yeah.
Please tell me you feel the same, Papi.
Bro, it's been such a interesting development because we know that we've been needing the structural overhaul, and we've been needing somebody to sort of oversee it and be in charge of it. And even if people, like right now, we know that Sir Jim is in, and it was like a lot of us wanted Qatar, but let's be honest, the moves that they've been making so far behind the scenes are the most impressive moves because they've been the only moves, but they've been the right moves. We've been looking for this Richard Arnold successor, and here we are. We've upgraded. We've signed the Erling. Not even Erling. Who can I even compare him to? He's the best off the pitch player that has come and joined our Man United community. Omar Berrada cannot be overappreciated. I think this guy's excellence, his acumen, his track record speaks for himself. I actually found a little something that's really that I wanted to share, just a little paragraph of just so that we can truly appreciate what Omar Berrada really, really means. So, we know that United were seeking a candidate with a proven track record in football as a priority, but also capable of running the business side. And Berrada has more than excelled in those areas at City and also at Barcelona. You know, he takes executive leadership of both areas and sits on the club board of directors and reports to United's fresh ownership setup. So he was identified and pursued by Ineos, as you said, but with endorsement from the Glazers. Oh my God! The first okay Glazer move so far, you know, ever since Ineos.
Yeah, but do you know what the problem is now? Yeah, I don't want to hear anything that Ineos does. Yeah, they're gonna piggyback on it.
As they should.
They're always gonna go, oh yeah, and we approved it too. Kind of foolishness. They're gonna be doing that all the time. Yeah, this is what I was kind of upset about with them staying around in the first place and not getting 100% buyout in it, because anything that Ineos does, they're not. Look. Let's face it, Glazers ain't doing nada. Yeah, they ain't doing nothing right now. All they're doing is sitting back, watching Ineos come to them with whatever paperwork they have again. Yeah, that's cool. And they're probably not even, let's be real, they're probably not even doing that. They're just piggybacking off of the success of what Ineos does. If there is to be any success.
Joe, you're getting caught up on the wrong side of the picture. Yes, of course the Glazers are gonna like look good. And at the end of the day, they're the ones that accepted the situation. You know, they didn't have to accept nothing. You know, they're the ones now. Look, they got us. I don't even want to say they got us, you see, because of what you're saying, because of how you're expressing it. But it's like, you know, Ineos is here and they actually found like a top candidate. This guy, he was just a commercial director for City Football Marketing Group. And then he got promoted. That means he was doing really good things in the background that they were like, okay, all right, this man is a talent. This man has been recognized. He's been being pursued, but he had been pursued by NFL franchises. He had been pursued by MLS teams and there's other Premier League teams as well that pursued him in the past. So we managed to come in and make the big swoop, you know. So scoop, sorry, not scoop, but like this. It's a really, really, really big.
I hear what you're saying about not to look. Even Maino saying, "Who cares, Joe? Let's not get wrapped up in the politics in it." Yeah,
exactly.
I get that. But here's the thing, yeah. Let's not forget, yeah. And this is exactly what they wanted, just for the Glazer movement out to stop. Why has that gone silent? Do you know, this is something I wanted to hit up on a couple of shows after Christmas, but we never got to land on them, yeah. But I'm telling you this right now, bro, yeah. Why has the Glazer out movement even stopped? Do we not still want them gone?
No. That has to be called out. That one, I applaud you for saying that. Yes. We were seeing Glazer out, and then it's
all of a sudden that's because Ineos is doing something. There's no Glazer out no more. No, still Glazer out. Thank you, Ineos, but still Glazer out, please. Yeah, we wanted a full sale. Yeah, we wanted full sale. Let's not forget, we still want a full sale. Yeah, I still want them gone. What's the point in them being there if they're just yes men saying thank you to this and thank you to that every time that something good happens? I don't want them, blood. They're soaking up glory for no reason. So don't tell me not to get wrapped up in the semantics of things there, because that's what everybody forgets. Yeah, that's what they want you to do. Stop falling into that trap, innit? Stop doing what they want you to do. Don't forget about them, man. Yeah, get them man gone. Yeah.
You said it. I gotta drop another bomb for that. No. That angle, I have to concede and take that one and say yes. We need to make sure that this what we want for our club, because we know what's best for our club. We know how these guys don't care, and now they're just gonna sit down and just take paper in the background, because the club hopefully is going to start going in a positive direction from here forward. You know, big up to the people that I just tuned in. By the way. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Pav in the house. Come on.
Always love it when Pav turns up. That's my brother. So
yeah. I want to hear.
We might be enemies in opinion, but brothers, I tell you. I love it.
I want to hear his opinion on this, because it's a delicate, tricky thing. It's like, how do you become happy about Omar Barada but still stay angry at the Glazers? Those two events can happen.
Easy, bro. Easy. Separate the Glazers from Ineos. They are not the same entity. Yeah. If they were the same entity, then they wouldn't have to go to them to be making like final decisions or whatever they're saying they're doing in it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. You know what we want to see? Let's see how many of the Ineos decisions that they actually turned down. Now that would be a question, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. How many of them they're actually going to turn down?
Yes. That is a very, 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 very good question. Like how? I mean, how many of those moving forward? No, that's a very good point, Joe. What about what's bad?
Oh, before I get into that, let me just put up a super chat from the Renegade. He said,
Oh,
want to watch a few games without Onana, Bruno, and Rashford. Do you know what? I am there with you, bro. 100. Listen, Onana especially, please. Don't even get me started on Onana, because every time I feel like I come on stream, I feel like I'm saying something bad about him. So I want to lay off him in it, yeah. I don't want to be one of them guys that's always on one guy, but he needs to be dropped in it. He has to be dropped. Something has to be done, because I can't watch him watch the ball go in the net anymore. I'm watching him watch the ball. Yeah, it doesn't make no damn sense, fam. Oh,
he's a
God.
ball watcher.
But yeah, do you know what? Go on, you first.
The Onana case, I mean, the Onana case is a bit it's tricky, because I felt what KG said a few weeks ago, like, compassion, bro. Let's give him a fresh new slate. He's coming back from Africa.
Dotty slate.
No.
Nah, the slate is way too dotty, fam.
Hold on, let me land. Let me talk. This is what, like, I kind of empathized with what KG was saying, and I started to deep it from his perspective and be like, what about men's mental well-being? Because right now we can tell he's not fully in the right place, but bro, I think KG went on to say, let's give him one mistake per month. And then it's the first of the month, and he makes a mistake
and he
already.
made 2 mistakes. No, he made 2. Not even 1. He made 2. But I ain't got. Listen, I think I was there with it as well, with that one mistake a month. But
yeah,
even if we say we're going to allow him 1 mistake a month, he's already broken that. So you've broken your allowance, fam. You've gone over the allowance that he was allowed. So now you should be getting flogged. Yeah, you need to get. Listen, Chuck, don't even let me keep on talking because get demonetized or something.
he's already used his voucher for this month and next month, so he cannot afford any more mistakes.
Oh, Renegade hits up with another super chat saying, "Oh no, bro, Onana plays dodgeball, not football."
Big up to Renegade, man. No, but he gives you that feeling of like, are you watching? The charity game goalkeepers, the Sideman FC. It's like
that's what this guy said. Look. Read. As you're saying that, look, read. That's funny. Did you?
Bro, yeah. Onana moving like the worst one.
No, but hold on. Let's read this one. I do believe that's a not a group chat, but a members chat where it says Onana plays like KSI at goal, bro. Yeah.
That is so funny, bro.
This one from Mariah Daniela says Onana moving like the worst Max Payne with the bullet time. Yeah. I don't know if you know the game, yeah. Let me give you some context. Do you know Max Payne the game?
No, tell me, please.
Well, you can do some slow motion bullet time stuff in it, like the Matrix, like the yeah, that's what that is. If you know, you know.
Yeah, no. I think it's best. It's in everybody's best interest if he packs his bags and just we'll respect you, Onana, if you say I would like to leave. He
talks with so much chest. He talks with so much chest all the time. So he said it's on me. I hope he talks with that much chest when he gets in the change room and go. But
my favorite was after the Bayern Munich. I mean, it's not my favorite. You know what I mean? After the Bayern Munich mess up, he said, "Shit happens." I just, I was just like, this. We have to make a T-shirt that says, "We overcrit Onana." So really, John, my bro, you think we are over criticizing Onana?
No. Do that again. Do that accent again. My bro, do it again.
John, my bro.
My bro, dude.
Nah, we have to talk, John. We over criticize him. Nah, this guy, he's not a goalkeeper. He's not a goalkeeper.
Yeah, word to little yo-yo. You know what? Yeah, I can't wait till the lines open up, actually, because I want to speak to both little yo-yo and hairdryer Morgan today, fam, because I need him to tell me why he believes that Onana, especially after the big talk that him and KG gave on this channel, he was there talking like, oh yeah, being too harsh on him, you need to give him time and look at De Gea's first season and all of that. I'm like, bro, if you're comparing the two first seasons, you should be looking at a big man right now, big tonk, African man, fam, big hair, right? Big strong man compared to little skinny young 19, 20-year-old De Gea that came to our club, and you're acting like they're the same thing. He should be the finished product that we bought. That's why we bought him, because he's the finished product, and we needed him to help the team in front of him blossom. To provide balls to the midfield, to provide balls to the front, while being a good steady rock at the back. But we've not seen that at all. Anything happens, I'm worried.
Do you think, Joe, that we haven't seen Onana, Martinez, and Varane play together for more than 5 games? This is what John Morgan now has made me think about. Now, have we seen them play for more than 5 games in this season? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this the question? Is this the question that, like, John just made me think about this? Have we? Because these guys are the best at Martinez and Varane, them playing and as the 2 center backs, they are actually the best. We saw the importance of Martinez in that game. 60 out of 63 passes completed. He was
you know what? I'm sorry. No. You know what? Yeah. I'll say this right now, The third goal yesterday.
Don't get caught up on
my face,
that
blood. Don't look away. No. Look in the camera. The third goal yesterday.
I can't defend it. I'm not trying to defend it.
He went,
I know. I'm not.
With his hand still here, he went. And he's still looking at it right now. To this day, he's still looking at the ball. Bro, you might as well put a cardboard cutout in the middle of the goal and it would do better, because it would just probably save more goals, because it would just hit him. Am I lying? I don't listen. I'm so done with Onana, bro. I am so done. And people can't see. Listen, you all know I didn't want to get rid of David De Gea in the first place, right? Everybody knows on it, Everybody knows that, and we're not gonna go back. But haven't we gone backwards in terms of quality? Shot stopping is very important for a goalkeeper. The confidence that it gives to the defense and the midfield is crazy, because you are confident that if you make some sort of mistake, that means that they're not allowed to make no mistakes. You keep talking about how these guys ain't played together or whatever, so he ain't had the best in front of him. They ain't had the best behind them either. They have not had the best behind them, so I don't want to hear it. See how he ran out there. He ran out there and cussed out Maguire. And at the time, I was like, cuss out Maguire. Bro, Maguire should come around and cuss him out now. But I'm saying, what are you doing?
Okay, all right. John, I'm gonna let you talk to Joe about this one.
I can't wait for John to come in, man. What are you doing?
The next one, so we can open up the lines soon. By the way, we're gonna share the link in the chat. Just stay tuned. Let's go.
All right. Let's go to the. Hold on. What was that? Was that just the bad? That was just the good still, isn't it? We didn't even say the bad.
That was still the good. Believe
it. All right. The bad, The bad is the January transfer window, people. Is it still necessary, or were people just scared because of financial fair play? Why we didn't see much action this January transfer window? What's your thoughts? That's what I want to know, because I think. Actually, you first.
I'm gonna charge it to the financial fair play situation and the whole ownership. We're still trying to figure out how that structure is going to look moving forward, and I've heard Ten Hag publicly say, we all know that Martial is made of plastic, and oh my Spurs have
Hey,
modeled the
I told
league.
you we're coming for top 4. Hey, no one believes me. Yeah,
Guys,
I want to see everybody.
if you don't know what Kenny Fan TV is talking about, Spurs drew with Everton 2-2. They dropping points like Onana dropping balls. But anyway, my 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 train of thought. I lost my train of thought. I was
Yeah, we were
talking
talking about the state of the January transfer window, and is it even necessary anymore?
Yes. So I heard Ten Hag saying that, you know, we all know that I wanted another striker to go with Haaland because Martial is so injury prone. So, you know, and he said, but because of financial fair play, we had to match the rules. That, I think that's what those are Ten Hag's words. So I'm loosely paraphrasing them, but it's that I feel like FFP has sort of put a little bit of a cast a little bit of a shadow, especially with the points relegation that's been happening this season. Everybody's a little bit on edge financially. So I feel like part of it is that, you know, and we know that Sir Jim should be coming in with a checkbook. If it's not as big as Todd Bowley's checkbook, but it's a checkbook. We've been needing to a little financial injection, and this is where I'm curious how these guys are going to prioritize our you know, rejuvenation as Man United, because we need that from the stadium to recruitment and so forth. So hey yo little, so you know, so that's the thing. It's like what is going to be, I feel like this January transfer window, there was no point for it at all for us because of that, because we know the finances are still being figured out, and that's just my take on it. I don't know, I could be wrong. What does Ronald say? Ronald says, I don't think it's FFP. I feel that's an excuse. I feel they are waiting for other pieces of the puzzle to fall in place, like Omar, and then do signing. You pretty much just summarized what I was trying to say. It's
But he put it in there. I was just putting it up there because he's basically agreeing with what you're saying.
Yeah. It's like that. So most pieces, a lot of pieces have to fall in place before we can really figure out what our recruitment targets are and so forth. One thing that I also tie into Omar, so far, the thing that he's impressed me by saying is that players will be given 1 to 2 seasons to prove themselves. We're not a nursery. We're not a club where you come and try and you know, pull another Phil Jones and earn and, you know, steal a wage with us. It's like you come in, you have to show what you have, what you're capable of, you know. But yeah. My apologies about that fire alarm. But yeah, I'm in New York right now, so, you know, off-site, you know, so big up to everybody.
Hey, big up to yourself though, for turning up though, man. Hey, to be fair, I know you're out there, you're doing your thing.
Here chasing
well done,
the
man,
dollar.
for turning up. Hey,
Yes,
you got to. It's that time right now. YouTube ain't paying us that much yet, fam. You get me?
you know.
But yeah, look, do you know what? On the Omar situation, on the situation with
Transfer
financial
window.
fair play and that, yeah, and transfer window, I do feel like we are, not just us, but I think everyone is moving a little bit cautious because of the financial fair play. I think once everybody gets things right and sorts out what they can hide and what they can't hide, yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, find out what they can do from what they can't do. We're going to see some more activity in the other transfer windows. But someone did say something about going back to the way it used to be. Would you be in favor of actually going back to the way it used to be, where the transfer window would just open all the time?
No,
would you be in favor of that or against that?
I'm against
losing a player anytime in the city. I mean, anytime in the season.
I feel like the way it is, it's supposed to stick, because sometimes in the middle of the season you have these emergency like situations where you need to, like, you know, deal with an injury that, you know, you're not expecting, and it's a long-term injury. So I really feel like this structure is good, because we've actually had some really good January signings in the past. Like Bruno is a January signing, you know, and it's not, he was not a bad signing for us. Like at the end of the day, like you can still find some talent and identify and recruit in January and in the summer. It's just, you know, I feel like those two options are important. in
Yeah,
the
but with that
course of
saying,
the
instead
season.
of just like how the January transfer window seems to be getting quite and quieter because of financial fair play, would it be just better then to open it up all throughout the season then? So when people do feel that they're in a better position to buy a player, they could buy a player. I mean, the only thing that it would probably hurt the smaller teams more than it would hurt the bigger teams, obviously, because they would have to readily have money to buy players. I know that Man United is not one of the bigger teams in terms of spending power at the moment, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. The Chelseas of this world will just be buying up the place whenever they feel like it.
Yeah,
So
yeah. There's rumors that Chelsea is gonna be pulled over by the FFP police soon, bro.
I want to see that. I'm there for that. I'm there for Chelsea. I'm there for Man City. I'm there for anybody that gets pulled up on it. Even probably, what's their names? Even Nottingham Forest, they should get pulled up too. They've been spending money like crazy, fam. Yeah, they've been spending their peas. Yeah, let's see where they got all this money from, innit? Yeah,
yes.
obviously, because if Everton can get hit twice, because they actually got hit. They've not got hit the second time yet, but they're threatening it. Yeah, so they can get hit twice. Man City better get hit. That's another subject. I wanted to talk on this, but you know what? Another time. Yeah,
By the way, before we
we
get to the what's ugly, some people just tuned in. Big up to each and every one of you. Happy Saturday. Make sure you hit the like button. By the way, this is the good, the bad, the ugly with Joe Blackman and me, botswanapapi. Let's move on to what is ugly. All right.
What is ugly? It's kind of the head of it's kind of the title of the thumbnail, to be fair. This man.
Right. Well,
I want to get a couple slaps. Look at that face. Oh, so sad. Oh, he's leaving. Oh, no.
Hate him or love him, Joe. Hate him or love him. He's a character, bro. He's somebody that I feel brings some sort of needed diversity in the Premier League. I do not like him as
100%.
you know, but his press conference. When was the last time you saw a manager pull a hamstring? When was the last time you saw a manager just book the hotel? And then he doesn't make it to the hotel. He's for me, he brings that very much needed energy that you need in a Premier League dugout, and it makes the whole Premier League landscape so interesting. I really, really, really love the fact that he first, if he leaves, we'll start getting penalties. That's a good thing for Man United if you're deep in it from that angle, because ever since he made that comment about penalties, it's just been very, very, very tough for us to get penalties. So maybe that will end up becoming a good thing for us. But what I miss is is even as a Manchester United fan, seeing Man City football, Pep ball versus club ball was a very interesting, refreshing thing from our terrible football we play at Man United. Those guys, the ideas that they bring into the game, a lot of people when they're playing Pep Guardiola, they sort of fold, and it's more about surviving and trying to get, hit him on the break. But Klopp is just that rock and roll, we're going. I know he smashed us 7-0 Lutata. I know. I do not want to give this flowers to this man, but at the end of the day, bro, his football ideas are incredible. That they have to be respected. Of course, he should have won more. That we're not talking about. He's a little bit of a darling, but he should have won more.
You can say that, but he was up against arguably one of the best managers of all time as well. So you know what, he's done well to hold his own. Finished 1 point behind him a lot of seasons as well. It's hard work keeping up with that man. That with all their cheating that they was doing. So yeah. So honestly, good on him. I honestly, and before Klopp went to Liverpool, I don't know about anybody else, but we all followed football here, or we wouldn't be here listening,
Exactly.
Before Klopp went to Liverpool, I wanted Klopp as our manager, 100%. And then he called our club a Mickey Mouse club. And I can understand why with them Glazer people there. He called it a Mickey Mouse club. He came there and said it was like Disneyland. They showed me this about money, how you can make money here. But when he spoke about football, there was no talk about football. And I called it was like Disneyland. Called us Mickey Mouse, fam. He looked at us and said, we're Mickey Mouse club. Yeah. Called us dickheads, basically. Yeah. And then went to the rival. Yeah.
I hear it. It's the thing about it, bro. It's like you have to sort of just zoom out from the situation and look at it a little bit with a bird's eye view and just say all these. Wait, why is Pap saying I gotta be sitting bin for praising Klopp? What is?
Yeah.
I'm just giving flowers where flowers are due, Pap. It's nothing serious. It's not like actually. Yesterday I was talking and with a friend, and he was like, "Would you take Klopp at Man United, Joe? Would you?"
What now?
No, would you ever take Klopp at Man United?
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought he was going to outlast Pep. And if he's saying he's too tired to continue at Liverpool, why would he want him to come to Man United and give a tight performance then? He might go away and rejuvenate and come back here, but I think the ship has sailed now.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? The ship has kind of sailed now. It was what I wanted before, but there's too much emotion in between that now. I would rather my manager right now do good and push on than try to go to someone who done it for the enemy. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear it.
It's not like a Chelsea. It's not like
no scouts of blood near you. I hear it. I hear you. And you have a right to feel that way. But it's just one of those things. It's like I would like his ideas to see our team playing that like sort of like, bro, the way they attack, the way the energy.
I think you might get attacked in a minute. You might get attacked in a minute when I let some people in.
Yeah. I see. Let me take the bullets. But I just want to give flowers where flowers are due. And I as a Premier League manager leaving, I think the whole we're just going to miss in a big part of the competition of managers. And I was so surprised to hear Pep say Klopp was his biggest rival ever. I thought he was gonna say Jose, and I was like, he said Klopp, and it's a big compliment to what he has and what he represents. He says Arteta says Klopp stayed beyond his sell-by date. I guess it could be one of those things too, like what is really going on in the background. Does he also feel like there's going to be trouble moving forward for Liverpool, or was it just a timely moment where he was just like, I just feel I need to tell you guys I'm running out of energy, as he said.
I'll tell you what I think it is. He probably feels like he can probably push and win this season, and he wants to end on a high note, He would probably have to keep rebuilding his team. He had to rebuild the midfield this season, correct?
Yeah.
Next season, they're probably going to have to try and rebuild the defense, or maybe even the forwards, because Salah's may want a new challenge. Salah. Van Dijk may want a new challenge. Yeah, like the key players are getting on now. Yeah, and yes, you've brought in some new people like Darwin and Gakpo and that, but let's face it, they're not firing on the same kind of cylinders as them man are. So there's a whole nother kind of rebuild to be done within that team, don't you think? So yes, he might have done okay now the midfield, but there's more to come. I do believe there's more for him to do in terms of building, and I don't think he's up for it.
No, you're onto something there. We might even see like Alisson as well. Maybe go to if Courtois doesn't work out at Real Madrid, or go somewhere else. It's one of those things where Liverpool, I feel like they're about to enter a big rebuild phase. But anyway, like I'm curious. Oh no, man says Jurgen Bots. Can you Joe Reagan up, man?
I'm going to open the lines, because the lines have already been open. You may not know this, but the lines have already been open, and people have lined up already waiting for us, and we was calling someone out, so I'm going to move to him first, Mr. John Morgan, how you doing, bro? What are you saying? Your Onana defense still baffles me, bro. Please tell me about your Onana situation. Why you feel like we should still give this guy time after when he comes back and comes on this nonsense?
Joe, it's not even about time, man. It's about backing the players, man. You see, the thing is, right, is that we can't do anything physically about the Onana situation but give our opinion, right? Now, the problem that I have at the moment is that everybody, yes, Onana is going through the worst at the moment. Yes, he might not be good enough. Yes, we might need to go get a different goalkeeper. But the fact of the matter, or the truth of the matter is, we're not going to get a different goalkeeper. The truth of the matter is, he's not been playing his best football, right? Now, what we do know is we do know that eriktenhag brought him here for a reason, for his distribution, right? The problem that we have at the moment is that we don't look at the good with the bad. Against Wolves, some might say they were saying Onana's distribution. I saw yesterday KG and the guys were speaking about the distribution is overrated. That's the biggest load of rubbish I ever heard in my life. If the distribution was overrated, we would have given David De Gea a new contract. David De Gea at the moment don't even have a club. Why? Because nobody. The modern game, you need to have a goalkeeper that can play with his feet. Then they were saying David De Gea is better than Onana. David De Gea might have been better stopping goals, but the modern goalkeeper, you need to be able to play with his feet, right? Now, I'm going to ignore the comments because I believe strongly on this point, right? We know that Onana has been making mistakes. The guys give a lot of mistakes that I believe more other players don't get mentioned, but it's Onana's fault only. You mentioned the goal that he watches the ball go into the net, all right? As a defender, you never ever turn your back. You never ever turn your back on a player that's taking a shot. You block, you put your body on the line, facing the ball so you can see where the ball's going to go so you can block the shot. Rafael Varane jump, turn his back, the ball goes through his legs. Onana's blocking one side of the poles. He's expecting his defenders to put the block in. How do you expect to make a save when you're supposed to have players in front of you that's going to block the shot? I agree that Onana must do better, right? I agree with Onana, but it wasn't just his fault. To get to that point, we have a million guys winning the game, a million guys going up for the corner in the 90th minute. What on earth are we even talking about? But that's taking away from what I'm trying to say, right? What I'm trying to say at the moment is that, with our opinion, no other club hate on our players the way we hate on our own players. You see, go to Liverpool. Darwin Núñez is dead. Darwin Núñez is poor, bruh. Like, honestly, that guy gets chance after chance after chance, and all Liverpool love him. Why? Because he ran and he work hard. If you don't need to play for United, we would have YouTube channels dedicated to hating on a player that like that because he's so poor, right?
John, what happened to our Champions League campaign? If there was somebody you can just blame, like, who would you blame? Why couldn't we get out of the group stages? We scored goals. We scored some goals.
So the obvious answer, everybody's going to say is Onana because he.
No. What is John going to say? What is John going to say?
So John is going to say, right, that he made mistakes, right? But it's a team effort. You can't blame one player. The Bayern game, you blame him because that was the clearing obvious, right? He costed us that game, right? But from there, I remember there was a game where I'm just now thinking about where Copenhagen, we dominating the game.
Yeah.
We dominating the game, and all of a sudden Rashford gets a red card. But the problem is, guys, we don't look at, for me personally, I feel like we don't look at the big picture, man. The big picture with our team at the moment, and the big problem I have with our team at the moment, is that when we face adversity or setbacks, we crumble. There's no one in our team besides now what happened on the weekend. But whenever there's adversity in the team,
you know what? You're kind of waffling still. I mean, people in the chat are saying, you know what? Let me ask you this.
So what does waffling mean, man?
Oh, waffling means that you're kind of like, oh yeah, you know, there must be a language barrier as well. Waffling kind of means that you're rambling on, but not really getting to the answer. Yeah, because
so am I not?
You know what?
Am I not, Joe? Am I not giving mitigating reasons or how to or a different perspective on to look at the matter rather than looking at it as one person being the problem?
No, I do understand what you're saying, but you know what he asked you is, yeah, he asked you if the Champions League was to blame on one person, who would you say? But you would say that it's not one person. You would say it's a team thing, yeah. So you can't put
Exactly.
your hand on nobody but the whole team. But are you trying to tell me this, bro? Have there not been direct, what can I call it? Direct incidences of him making mistakes that have cost us crucial points? And not even to say that, I have to make the team work harder. Because you know what? Yeah, I believe in that game we could have won a lot more comfortably if it wasn't for him.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree with
because he
you.
doesn't even
I agree.
try sometimes. The thing is about a goalkeeper. If he tries and fails, it's a different story. But he sometimes doesn't even try it. And when he does try it, it's in slow motion. Like he
Okay,
goes, miss,
okay.
bro. We need better.
Now, okay, Joe, right? But now, where is the value? I asked this question, right? That's value. That is 100% correct. There's issues with this game, right? I asked this question: what is the value in hating on the player? What is the value in constantly bringing down the player and destroying the player to the point where you say we're making jokes on the internet about him. We're making jokes on the internet about his stature, about his build, about I saw someone in the chat say if his mentality, if his well-being. Nah, man,
John,
guys, it's
John,
a football match.
I hear you.
I agree with that. I
I
agree
try
with
to
that.
be a compassionate and empathetic person like you are, John. I see you're trying to look at his well-being. Where, of course, he's mentally crushed. Of course, his mental health is weak right now. He's mentally got COVID, like the worst COVID. Like he's not playing. This guy, he even went to AFCON and it didn't help him his confidence at all. He actually fell more in confidence,
More, I agree. I agree,
and
Papi.
that's also because of the bashing that he was even getting
Exactly.
pressed by the stewards, by the people
Oh,
that you know what I mean, not just the journalists. But John, we have to also look at the fact that these mistakes, as Joe put it, it's mistakes, plural. You mentioned Rashford getting that red card. Of course, Rashford gets the red card. We had a 2-0 lead. Everything starts crumbling down. But he also made Ziyech look like a world-class free kick taker. He also just, things where there's all these things where you're like, bro, I'm compassionate and I'm empathetic, but bro, you're not helping your case. That's all. And it's not
But
really
isn't
about bashing him. It's more about criticizing, calling out the mistakes when you see them or as you see them. And there's a lot of mistakes. That's why it seems like it's a lot of bashing,
okay? Now, my Papi, now
hey
I
yo,
ask, I,
this is
Hey, Joe, we're
that's the
trying to have a
second one.
conversation here. Joe, we're
That's
trying
the
to have a
second one.
conversation. I know.
But
hey yo. I'll
also,
be quiet.
so that's my stance on Onana, right? I just think as fans we must try and build up rather than break down. So I think we're gonna stick with Onana. I think Ten Hag is gonna stick with him. But also what I want to do, you guys spoke about Baradi, right? Now I'm gonna give you
Yes.
something left field. I think I will
This has
rate.
to be your final point as well, though. By the way,
Yeah,
yeah, go on.
definitely. I will not rate any appointment that this club makes. I will not rate it at all because we wanted a Glazer out um situation takeover vibe. What they did was they compromised and they said we're gonna stay here, but we're going to make you in charge. All right. Now we get the report that Omar is going to be the guy that's going to take over. All right. The Glazer signed off on it. Anything co-signed with a Glazer is cancerous. So I don't want to. I immediately now looking at when I look at the team, I have compassion, but when I look at the higher ups, I have no compassion because they can make educated decisions. They're not in a moment of high pressure situations where you must make a 1-2 seconds, you must make a decision. They are sitting in the boardroom making long term, short term, medium term decisions on the club. Whoever you bring in, whether it's the best thing since sliced cheese, whoever you bring in, right? That is the most important. That whoever you're gonna bring in, that will not get any side. That will not get any attention from me until I see that this change. But while the Glaze is there, I won't believe in no change, and that's just how I feel with regards to
Hey,
Paul.
drop a bomb for him. Drop a bomb for that. Hey, listen, 100%. Hey, John Morgan, big up yourself, man. Thank you. You know what? We started off rocky, but he finished strong on a very strong point that I definitely agree with him on. And by the way, we don't all have to agree. I love the debate. Yeah, and to be honest, he was spitting some facts there. You know,
Yes.
he did give us some things to think about in terms of are we? I'm not saying the word, but are we going too strong on Onana? Are we going too strong on Onana? John Morgan, hang around a little bit as well. We might need you back in a second, yeah. I'm gonna bring this guy in because he wanted to go for the jugular, but we kind of addressed it first. So Pav, what you saying, my bro? My brother enemy.
I'm chilling, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good. Not even
I love
angry. I
that.
don't get angry at this
Thanos.
club anymore, innit? Things will
But you know
change
what?
in the
Listen,
summer. Certain changes, you know what I mean? Managerial change and whatnot that'll be happening. You man here want to talk about Ten Hag building something. I saw the stream, rewatched the stream yesterday.
Yeah.
The only thing that guy's building is different shades of feces, bro. That's the only thing he's building.
did you? I like that you censored yourself, though. That's perfect. Thank you.
And by the way,
But
John, why didn't you bring me in to let me chat to John, bruv? I think that
see, this is
conversation,
what I'm saying. Hold on.
that
Here you
that I
John.
think this has been coming for a while,
There we
innit?
go.
We've been
All right.
avoiding each other for a while, yeah.
Here we
And
go.
John
But
knows this. Like, manager said, anything that the Glazers appoint is cancerous. They've appointed the manager and they sign off from these players. So are they all cancerous as well? Your manager, the one that you back on a weekly basis, the players that you back on a weekly basis, they cancerous too?
Not all cancer is malignant. There's some cancers that don't affect the body.
No, but you just said that. Now you're backtracking. You didn't say that when you said it in the first place. Yeah, we've all been calling for a structure for how many years post Fergie, but now we're getting a structure, and you're saying that you're not going to back it because it's the Glazers appointing it. But it's not the
But
Glazers are appointing it. It's actually Jim Ratcliffe who's coming, even who I didn't want to come in. But I'm willing to back the guy, see what he's going to do because we have no choice. But you're just coming on here now. You're saying you don't want to back it, and you're not going to do it because you believe it's all Glazer appointments, and while the
okay,
Glazers are here, it's all cancerous. So any player that comes in, right, and any other manager come in, they're going to be cancerous as well because you're saying that the Glazers are going to have the final say on it. Is that what you're trying
okay.
to tell us?
So let me give context, right, as to why I'm saying that. So for me, with regards to the manager and the players, the manager, from last season and to up until this season, has full control over the dressing room and has full control kind of over transfers as well, right? Good or bad, however you want to look at that, that is the case. The problem that I have with the German and Ineos coming in, they are going to work together with the Glazers, right? The Glazers is going to be able to influence decisions. And I think at the moment the problem is that they still hold majority of the club. So any decision that can be influenced, they can overrule basically. So what I'm saying at the moment is that I agree that okay, they brought in the managers and the players. So should they be cancelled? That's a good point. But what I'm trying to say is that they are working together with Ineos. What I'm saying is that anytime the Glazers works together on something, whether it be John Murta, whether it be Woodward, whatever it might be, right? That is a problem, and that's why I won't back it because it's a recipe for disaster. We've seen this before, kind of thing. Now, people have opinions on the manager. I think the manager has enough credit in the bank based on last season to say we're gonna give you another however months you want to give him. I want to look at the foreseeable future with this manager. You thinking something different, which is okay. What I'm saying at the moment is that the Glazers and the Ineos is going to work together on something. And there's not a saying, but the Bible says, I'm gonna say the Bible says a house divided can't stand. What that means is that if there's one person in the house fighting another person, that house is gonna crumble. And it's gonna be only a matter of time before the Ineos want to move in a direction of no money and long-term investment, and the Glazers want to get dividends. Then you're gonna see the real issues in the club. So that's why I don't want to hype any particular appointment they make, because of the fact that this is a risk. This is a really, I see, for me personally, I could be wrong again, but I see that the appointment could be a problem. The appointment, the working together could be an issue. because this
Okay.
one you want to be powerful,
So,
and this
so
one
these
also want
these
to
are
be
the
powerful.
facts as we know it. Yeah, we've been told that the Ineos group are taking over sporting control, and the Glazers keep hold of the commercial control. And we also know that the Glazers ain't taking out any dividends for the next 3 years. They've just had a massive payout from the 25% that they've just sold. And we also understand there's a highly possible chance that the Ineos group are going to be buying out more out of the Glazers shares over the next 3-4 years. That's what we've been told. So how can he not back what Ineos are trying to do? But yet you're saying that the manager's got all this credit in the bank, which I want to ask you about. What is this credit that this guy's got, which makes him deserve another year at this club? Because he's only got 1 more year on his contract left. Yeah, one year left on his contract. Yet you guys think this guy's going to be here next year. His credit left as soon as that shambolic performance in Champions League, that shambolic, dirty, stinky performance in the Champions League. His Carabao Cup, yeah, and don't even try to say the man got top 4, because top 4 for Man United should be the minimum requirement for the size of our club. No one should ever praise a manager for getting top 4, and if you do, you're embarrassing. Yeah, that Carabao Cup, that was his credit, and that credit left, yeah, by the signings that this guy made. Mason Mount, where is he? Nowhere to be seen. Took the number 7 shirt, nowhere to be seen. I don't care, he's injured. If you knew this guy was constantly injured at Chelsea, why did you bring him to our club? Why did you bring that little stinky Mason Mouse to this club? Why? And then you brought Onana, who has previous form. You had the previous form. Does anyone remember that Spurs v Ajax game, the 3-3 game? Does anyone remember?
Yeah.
Go on.
You bought this guy who's meant to be the finished article. You're in your prime, 28 years old. You're getting dropped for your cousin in the French League 3 or 2, whatever it is. The man's made more mistakes than any keeper combined. Put all the keepers combined in this league. He's made more mistakes than them, and let on his own. And he talks the talk, but he can't walk the walk.
You know what, Pam? Let me ask you a question. Pam, no, 1 second. Are you telling me a manager is not allowed to make mistakes? And also, you're talking about his credit being
a manager can make mistakes. Bro, this man's made more than one mistake. This man should be in a prison cell for the mistakes he's made. I'd tie him up to a donkey and...
that was good timing from me. Yeah, listen, I had to mute him just in time. That was just in time, man. That was skills. I don't know where that was going, but I can't let you tie the man up to nothing, fam. We're not doing none of that BDSM stuff around here, bro. Yeah, stop that right there. Yeah,
monetization, fam. Monetization.
But just let me say this, yeah. Do you know what, bro? Yeah, for me, his credit is still there because we didn't deserve to finish in top 4 last season. Yeah, you act like what he done wasn't a miracle. Yeah, not even, it was better than what we expected. Yeah, look where we finished the season before that, and you're saying that minimum for Man United should be top 4. You see, you're one of those people that's not accepted where we are as a club right now, fam. Yeah, it's hard, but you need to accept that, fam. Yeah, we are in the mud with Chelsea and them, man. Yeah, we are not up there with Man City and them, man. The errors move in circles, fam, and we are at the bottom of the circle right now. We're at the bottom of the food chain, fam. Yeah, and we're not eating well. Yeah, so if we need to get top 4, bro, especially because, you know what, with the previous manager, we finished what? Oh my God! Worst finish ever for Man United in the Premier League. And then we finished top 4.
But
and
didn't Ole get a second as well? Ole also got a second, right, yeah? And then the season after where it crumbled, where we've seen that with other managers. Now we've had Ten Hag, right, got us into top 4, which is the minimum requirement of this club anyway. He's won a Carabao Cup, but now he's regressed this following season. You've brought more players in where we should have improved, but instead of improving, we got worse. And we've been embarrassed. The only thing that's missing from this season, yeah, and I tell you, the only thing that's missing to complete the absolute shambolic of a season that we're going to end up doing is an absolute beating from one of the top 6 clubs. That's the only thing that's missing so far. As soon as we get that one beating, that man's done out here.
Perhaps, so who would you have as the manager instead? I'm curious.
Bro, I don't care who the manager is. How many times am I going to say this to people? I get asked, who would you bring in? I don't sit here and study other managers. That's why them people at that club get paid the big bucks to find out which manager is going to be the best for this club. Which manager is actually going to install a philosophy and use his tactics that he's going to implement on this team. What has this guy implemented into this team? Absolutely nothing. He even come out and embarrassed himself and says, "I'm not here to play the Ajax way." What are you here to do? You don't tell us what you're here to do. What is this transitional football? I've not seen it. And
So,
yes,
Pav,
and
let me
that game
ask you-
against Wolves, that first half was probably the best football that I've seen this team play this whole season. That first half, but then in the second half, again, his in-game management, his halftime talks, absolute crap. He come out and we crumble again, and then we literally skinned our way in the very last minute to win that game through Kobe Mainu, that absolute little superstar that we got. Yeah, saved us from embarrassment.
So, Pav,
Maybe,
don't you think
100%.
that? Don't you think that like bringing in a different manager, things can get worse, or do you think that we're at the bottom of the barrel at the moment?
I want a manager to come in who's actually going to use his style of play, tell us what he's trying to do, and not lie to us on a weekly basis. Lie to our face about everything. This man's lied to our face about loads of things. The amount of quotes I can bring up from this guy, yeah, from his press conferences and post-match interviews, the amount of crap that's come out of this guy's mouth. This man told me that average players do not belong at Man United. Look at the certain players that he signed. Bang average players. You've already lied to us. The man said that, yeah, literally, we won't sign any average players at this club. 2 weeks later, signs Weghorst. Man signed Weghorst 2 weeks later after he said that.
That was because there was nothing else. And also,
But then don't lie to us. The man is a born-faced liar, bro. He's a born-faced liar. I gave him that chance last year, and I was the first person to come on this channel, yeah, after the Wolves game, start calling him out. I even called him out before the end of the season, and I was getting booted out of this channel, yeah, for saying it as it was. And now, as the weeks went on, people start agreeing with what I was saying. I saw this from early, and I'm not going to sit here and just like agree with other people just so people like me. I don't care if people don't like me or not for certain things I say. And when I talk to people, it's not personal; it's just business, isn't it? But sometimes I might just hit you with the RKO at the end of it. But
this is what I respect about this is what I Pav, this is what I respect about you. You stand on business and you say your opinion, but also, bro, like sometimes you gotta take the Antonio context of the situation.
Can you tell me, yeah? Can you tell me, do the pros for this manager and the certain players that you man are backing, do the pros outweigh the cons in his time that he's been there?
For me, are you talking about the players or are you talking about the manager? Because
both the manager and the players.
Well,
and
I have to put them in separate boxes because.
So if do the pros outweigh the cons for the manager then?
For me, yes.
Go on, tell.
I also believe that the reason why I can see what if he has time to build a team and allowed to make mistakes, fam. Yeah, because everybody has to make mistakes. Not everybody, like you was there when Uncle read out the 10 players from the other teams, yeah, who Klopp signed and who City signed with the first 10 signings, and we hardly knew any of them still. Yeah, only man like John Stones and certain man were on there, and Ronaldo. Yeah, at the end of the day, let the man make his first 10 signings. Let him make his second 10 signings. Let him make his third 10 signings.
Bro, I already said,
yeah. What's built after that. I want to see Bill that we will have a good team in 2 years' time.
If these new people that have come in, yeah, we're gonna back this guy anyway, they would have found a little bit of money for him to bring in a striker. The fact that they didn't let him bring in a striker, and he's even outed it in the press conference that he goes, everybody knows that I wanted a striker, but it didn't happen. That's because they didn't want to give this man another single penny. You've hindered so much money.
Speculation. That's speculation, bro.
This man's hindered so much money. Yeah, let me talk. He's hindered so much money. Oh, be quiet about FFP, man. We all know the only reason everyone's talking about FFP. Listen, every 3 years they got to balance the books. Every 3 years, yeah, they got. And this summer coming is when they got to balance the book by June, innit? And that's for all the clubs in the Premier League.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, but hold on. Let me talk. Let me finish. The amount of money this man wasted, yeah. I know he weren't like the guy who broken the deals, but you're the one who pushed for the deals. You're the one who wanted these players. We did not need Mason Mount, and we did not need Onana. That is £100 million, yeah, that we could have spent or even saved for January, right, to bring in a decent loan signing. But you push for these signings, and they're both crap. I'd say there's probably about 2 or 3 players that have actually worked out for this guy. The rest of your signings have been absolute crap. And the fact that we got knocked out of UCL, and lost out on millions, that's his fault as well. Him and the team. So there's a lot more cons than there are pros for this manager. And I'm telling you now, every time you get a little win, you man come on here, yeah, saying he's building. So, bro, did you not learn from Chelsea when we beat them and then we were crap again? Just because we beaten Wolves in the last minute doesn't mean that we're going to go on an upwards trajectory. We're not doing that.
Can we let Pastor John respond to what you were gonna say?
And then we need to. After that, we're gonna have to wrap up with you two guys.
Yeah,
exactly. We want to.
I must say, I love the conversation, and I like the fact that the big dogs is here in the chat, like Yo, Joe, Pav, botswanapapi.
I want to ask Eddie's football waffle as well.
I just want to ask Pav one question, right? So we have to live in a world where there's a possibility that we're wrong, right? There's a possibility that our opinion is actually wrong, right? And we made a bad judgment call, right? Because at the moment we're giving our opinions on a situation. I could be wrong, Pav could be wrong, Joe could be wrong, anyone could be wrong, right? So Pav, what would this season, right? What would Eriktenhag have to do for you to change your stance and say, I was wrong, this manager is good enough?
For me, he's got to win the FA Cup. He's got to finish top 4, and I need to see more wins than losses for the rest of the season.
Okay,
I need the fact that to get top 4, this man's got to beat the teams that are currently in the top 5. He got to get points from City away at their ground. He got to get points from Arsenal at home. You got to get points at home from Liverpool. You got to get points away from Chelsea. Who else? We've already played Spurs, and then we've got to go to Villa as well. You need to get points from them. You need to finish in the top 4. You need to win the FA Cup, and then I'll come back on it. I'll say, well done. You can have your final year at the United.
Everybody wrote this
down. Wouldn't he get more time if he did what you said? Because you just asked for a lot.
Of course. What have I always said when I've come on here? Football is about winning and winning trophies. That's what it's about. You've already got us knocked out. He's already got us knocked out of the Champions League. You got knocked out by Newcastle C team when we had our strong team out. Yeah, let's not forget that. Another embarrassment moment for us as a club. So we're in the FA Cup now. You need to win that. You need to finish in the top 4. I need to see more wins than losses for the remainder of the season. Yeah. You need if you don't finish in the top 4 to get us in the Champions League. Yeah, you don't win the FA Cup, you're done out here, bro. But I think he's going regardless.
That's a very good note to end on, Pam.
We all know you.
I've always come on it. I've always said on here. I've always come on it. If a manager wins a trophy, cool. You're doing your job. That's what you're here to do. You're here to win. If you guys are all employed, I'm guessing, by a company, you're all being set job tasks. If you're not doing your job, you're getting sacked. Simple as that.
But can I ask you this? Actually, I'll ask you another time because we've been
another time.
I'll talk to you later about it. Yeah, big up yourself, Pam. Love having you come through. What you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say we this conversation was great. It went spiritual. It went to cancer. We have to bring Ronald. We can't talk about cancer without talking to Ronald. So big up Pav, big up Pastor John. Thank you for the word, Pastor. We're converted. Is Ronald still in the queue?
To the next caller. You're Ronald's still here. Still, how you doing?
Yeah,
Ronald,
I'm still here, bro. I'm just listening to all the intellectual conversation. We talked about Jesus who turned his back on Onana. We talked about cancerous shit, bro. I'll be honest, both are talking waffle, bro. One man saying this guy was pushing. This guy was saying eriktenhag was pushing for 100 million, but then he's like, oh yeah, but he doesn't manage those. Like, if he doesn't manage the contract, then how is he pushing? The problem with United fans is they don't really understand what's veto power. 50-50. If our board and management, which is John Murta and Richard Arnold, don't want to do their work, when the manager says, you know what, I want this player, they are like, okay, let's double it down, because the manager has given us one guy and we don't really have to go ahead and put the efforts in to do anything about this. So what they do is they just take those names and they just work on those guys. Was the manager challenged by any name? No, he was not. Just give me 2 minutes, guys. I'll be back. Just give me 2 minutes.
Send it yourself.
When this came down, lit so long and said peace out. Like, okay. Well, you know what then? I'm gonna move on to The man himself. Everybody knows that this picture is jokes, though. Hey, look at this. Look at what he's put on the screen. Look at this. It's Onana.
You know who we have in goal. That's who we
Speak
have
on
in
it.
goal.
Speak on it.
Listen, we got the Black Bart Simpson in goal, man. And with all due respect, the points that John Morgan was bringing up about Onana, I disagree with him severely because we expect standards. The guy is a seasoned professional as a goalkeeper at the highest level, and he's not been producing. The only little bit that I may agree with him is generally the defense, we've been a bit shaky, but there have been times this season where we expected him to pull up trees in key moments, and he's failed us. So that's why I'm with you guys, and he needs to go. Big time.
Yo, you know, if
you got in control of that soundboard, fam. Listen.
No, I was listening to Lil Yo-Yo's point and taking it and being like, you know what you made me think of? Lil Yo-Yo, if I said, let's go to YouTube right now, let's make Onana's best compilation from Man United moments. Like, is there once other than the save in the Champions League that
I was gonna say that. That was the only biggest moment that he's had. He saved that penalty against Copenhagen where he won 1-0. Other than that, I can imagine him catching like a couple of balls when we were expecting him to fumble and like drop them.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
I don't trust him to do any of that, if I'm being honest with you.
Even in the last game, I wasn't confident.
Yeah.
Red Baron,
anytime I see him,
he's done a lot of decent passes which we are ignoring. Which passes?
It might be passes.
Yeah. But that's not good enough for me. For me, I expect you to be good at the fundamentals of being a goalkeeper. That's more important than distributing the ball as a goalkeeper, in my opinion. Like, you can do all of that too, but why isn't let's look at this, right? Why isn't Ederson's Brazil's #1 keeper? Because Alisson is just better. It's facts. It's as simple as that. Exactly. Just like Pavis said, put him in midfield then. He could have been the answer to the
100%.
right-hand side over Antony. Do you know what I mean?
I just would have got some crosses in. Do
you know what I mean? Exactly, man. Like,
no, it's foolishness though. We bought a goalkeeper for goalkeeping duties, yeah.
Exactly.
And as much as we do need somebody to be good with their feet, we still need them to just do what we asked them for in the first place. The fundamentals of the job is the fundamentals, fam. We always tell people in the midfield that if you can't pass the ball, collect the ball and pass the ball, then what are you in the midfield for? And if you can't stop the ball, what are you in the goal for? Yeah.
Yeah. If you're just ball watching when you need to be alert, it's unacceptable, especially at the elite standard. It's unacceptable.
Man looked like he was watching cars go by. Like,
exactly, man. Looking like a deer in the headlights, man.
Train spotting.
You know what I mean?
But you know, look, I don't want to pile on too much on Onana as well, yeah, because he's basically become the new Maguire. Yeah, like for me, I'm scared when he's there. Simple. Just like with Maguire, I was scared when he was there. Yeah. Maybe he can improve his game. And if we don't, I've got a feeling that our manager's going to stick with the goalkeeper because he's pretty. He went all out for him in the first place. I kind of feel like we're going to see him next season. And if we do see him next season, that is another strike on my manager. I can't lie. Yeah. Because obviously I'm still here backing him, but I do feel fear when Onana's in goal. Yeah, he did good things when he came in for me. You know, he made the Maguire decision. You know, he kept him at first, but then afterwards he was like, "No, you're not captain no more." You know, started dropping him this season, all sorts of things, and then Maguire started improving. Look, it's gone a full circle with Maguire, and I feel like the manager's made all the right decisions. Let's see how he handles Onana in it because it's one of his favorites this time.
I feel like we already know how he's gonna handle Onana. When the manager's decided you are the player, like just like he handled, you know, with the Rashford drinking tequila and all that, like he could have, if Rashford didn't score and had a poor performance, Ten Hag could have been still like made his credibility even like go down the drain more because, you know, why are you gonna back a player that's in the mud publicly? But at the same time, you know, we know how he's dealt with Rashford. He's probably going to deal the same way with Onana. You know, that's the part where will Onana be able to use those opportunities and actually try and pick himself up? that's on him. We shall see. We will be there for that, you know. So yeah, I believe Ronald says he's back on the chat. He said he got sin bin for getting the door, but I wanted to hear his opinion as well on this, because we actually
I'm going to bring him in with Yo-Yo right now, and then we're going to finish up the show.
Yes,
I'm getting past the hour mark now already.
Big
Ronald.
respect to Lil Yo-Yo, man. Yeah, bro, I went for the door. You sent me.
At least you can get the door. Onana can't get nothing.
You did say I need to run away, so they just took you out. So it's only fair.
He said,
yeah, I feel like the hair now. I just went for my child's birth, and you subbed me.
No. Don't make me sin bin you for that foolishness. Yeah, listen. That's foolishness that you can get sin bin for. Yeah, you feel like Onana because you waited around too long. You should have gone to AFCON earlier.
Bro, my performances, Joe, my performances have been way better than Onana. I don't do ball watching. I don't fall in slow motion. Have you ever seen Onana? Have you ever seen Onana fall or dive for a ball?
Yeah, he dives 10 business days late.
The ball goes, and he's still falling.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know that? Do you know dial-up before Wi-Fi?
Of course.
No.
Everyone's on 5G. This guy's doing 1G.
No, this is not an Onana bashing party. Come on, Ronald, speak on something else there.
But bots. This is what I hate. You know, like all season, people have been very critical about Maguire. Last season, Maguire, Bruno has been here for like 4 seasons. You know, Pogba got criticized for things he did not even do. Right? But when it comes to like these new players like Onana, mental health. Why?
It's not
all
only
of a
that.
sudden, fam.
It's not only that. For me, it's not even about that. I think I'm just basing it on what I'm seeing on the pitch. I don't really care about all the other stuff behind the scenes. Like anybody else that speaks on anything personal on these players, I think that's unacceptable. But on the pitch, it's not good enough. It's as simple as that. And that's why I call him 100%. Bart Simpson, because of your performances. I bet Bart Simpson could do better.
I said a cardboard cutout, fam. If we got a cardboard cutout of Bart Simpson and just put it there, it probably will save more balls. Yeah, and that's the problem.
Let's be honest. Like the whole panel, we saw one game of Bayern there. I felt comfortable with him in goal. Can't lie. He had 2 deflected goals go in, but I still felt comfortable. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the shiny toy but I think
standards are so low that we.
Yeah, he's just that bad.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like I just want standards back in the club. Let's see what these Ineos guys do. I'm with John Morgan again. I don't trust any of them because they are in bed with the Glazers. You know what I've called Sir Jim, and I stick with that name.
Jezebel.
So he is a certified Jezebel because he's in bed with the Glazers.
For the money. He's here for the money. If anyone thinks he's here to improve Manchester United, that's a lie. He's just here for his money. He came in with 1.4.
But I will give him a chance.
3 or 3.4. That's it. He's here for the money.
We'll see, but I will give him a chance. He started by making a good
the same amount of money we bought Antony. He bought OG Nice. It's the same amount of money.
Yeah,
100 M's.
It is what it is, though. But that was the time of the price of the club.
Listen, give it time, innit? That's one thing I would have to say that we have to give time, innit? Yeah, the Onana thing, boy. I guess he's gonna be here till the end of the season anyway. And I don't know what the choice will be after that, because if he keeps on making the same kind of mistakes, we have to have that conversation at the end of the season. But
I hope a competent director of football comes in and tells Eriktenhag, listen, this guy is not the standard. He has to go. If Eriktenhag says, no, I like this goalkeeper, then tell Erik, you leave. Exactly.
Both of them
just got Joe Eriktenhag out. Joe just said Eriktenhag out technically.
No, I didn't. I said
you did.
If that happens.
Yeah, exactly. That's not.
Wait, Joe, what's your stance though?
Get out.
What's your stance on Eriktenhag?
Eriktenhag in, bro. I would listen. My stance on Eriktenhag is, I believe in the guy. I know that everybody says that he's past due, his credits run out and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I feel that he did better than he was supposed to do last season. If he had this season last season, people wouldn't be complaining. If he had last season this season, people would be over the moon. So just because he did it in the opposite way,
I mean,
give the man
realistically,
time.
even
Give
if
him
he
the
like
third season.
achieves FA Cup and like the top 4, people would stop complaining.
I mean, you heard Pav's demands. Like he actually, that was such a refreshing thing to hear. To be like, okay, if he has targets that he can still reach, and people will not be completely banishing him. So I feel like, you know, speaking on that, actually, even Pav said the first half that we saw versus Wolves was the best we've seen in a long time, and everybody can agree with that. You know, Ten Hag has been preaching, wait till my players are back, wait until the key pieces are in, and we saw now what Casemiro and Maino together in the midfield
But
can
I told
do.
you.
You know,
You asked me my top midfield. I told you. We played that last game.
yes, and so we might
Well,
actually
share it with the rest of us.
share it with everybody.
Share it with the rest of us. Who's your
Yeah.
favorite
So
midfielder?
my no, it's not my favorite midfield, but it's like the midfield 3, because I
combination,
remember
the triangle.
when like the combination, like Drake says, combination, you know,
Combination.
Like, yeah. So see, the thing is, when Bruno Fernandes came in, he looked good. Only the time he looked good was when he played with Pogba and Matic, because there were 2 competent players behind him. When you replaced it with Fred and McTominay, Bruno had to carry them. When you replaced it with Eriksen and Casemiro, Bruno had to carry Eriksen, the pacemaker. So now with Bruno, Kobe Mainu, and Casemiro, that's my favorite midfield. Mason Mount, God bless you. You're here. Enjoy the number 7 until we buy something else fancy. But yeah, you're not seeing the pitch, bro. I can't lie, because for me, Joe, I know you're gonna like this comment, but for me, Mason Mount is a club signing, not an eriktenhag signing. Factually speaking, it is not, because
Well,
eriktenhag did not. Again, I go back to what I said. If eriktenhag went and said, I want these 2 players, the club said, okay, you get these 2 players, which is Haaland and Onana. In exchange, you have to work with Mason Mount. Why would the club all of a sudden, fam, they would give the prestigious number 7 shirt to Mason Mount, plus the 350 that he was asking?
Yeah.
It just fits the quota, which is their English quota, and the English caps and all of these. Manchester United always loves English players, and they're the ones who play for the country. They just want those players. It's always been the case, and they like that image, and they like to keep that image the way it is. Because if you ask a Chelsea fan what has Mount done for them apart from a Chelsea game, they can't tell you nothing.
So Ronald, Joe is Ten Hag in. Where are you? And then where's Lil Yo-Yo? Let's hear Yo.
Well, bots, like
then.
I got pushed to the fence after the Ronaldo incident, and I'm comfortable on the fence, but I'll still say Eriktenhag needs to look out this season itself. And whatever happens at the end of the season decides if you want to give him, you don't want to give him another contract, fair enough, but let him see his contract out, because the man's still building. You're complaining about a house that's half built. Obviously, it's not going to look good because it doesn't have glasses, it doesn't have paint on. It just looks bad right now because it's half built. He's 1.5 seasons in. Just give him time. You don't want to renew his contract right now in the second season. Understandable. But let him see this season out. And then there's a conversation on how he finishes this season if you want to go ahead and if you see any vision in his next season plans. If you don't, no problem. Fair enough. But you have to give him that opportunity, because I'll be honest, I've seen Glazers for way too many years. It took them 4 years to replace Matic at this club, right? They went from Fed to Mount. They'll go from Eriktenhag to Harry Potter. I look like Dumbledore complaining about them. Do you want me to complain about Harry Potter?
Let's hear Lil Yo-Yo's sense.
Yo.
And in the chat, please feel free to also share where you are in the spectrum. Everybody has a tipping point. Ronald just mentioned that Ronaldo incident pushed him to the edge. Somebody said that Erik Ten Hag twin. Lannister in the chat said he's Erik Ten Hag in. Where does Lil Yo-Yo stand on this?
Well, we know where he is. He's out.
He's out? He's Lil Yo-Yo.
You must have missed the show, fam. You missed the show. Little
I
Yo-Yo was
definitely
already
missed it.
eriktenhag out.
Lil Yo-Yo, can I hear it from your words, from your voice?
Yo-Yo?
Wow, fam, he's not getting sent in for this. Wow.
Oh, no. But hold on. Yo-Yo, you there? One more time.
He deserves
Hello.
to be.
Hey, there we go. Just about to push the button as well.
My headset was acting up there, man. What's going on? Oh,
What you
anyways,
saying, Yo-Yo?
listen, let's
Tell
talk
him.
business, yeah? So the Newport game.
Hey,
Newport
Lil
game,
Yo-Yo, what's your stance on eriktenhag? I did not hear this, brother. Please say it.
but let me talk.
Okay.
I'm
All
going
right,
to tell
you're
you the
setting up
story.
the
Let me
context.
break it down.
Go ahead.
Yeah?
Break it
So
down.
Newport game, that was pretty much our strongest 11 there, with one or two players needed to be in the team or not, right? I saw us almost crumble against Newport in that second half when it was 2-2. And something just switched and I said, you know what, this manager, how? That was unacceptable. We came back and we won it, but the fact that I saw that with our first team showed me that even against a team in League 2, you can crumble like that. I said, this manager needs to go. But, you hear me now, yeah? If the manager is able to consistently fix this mess, because I know the club is a mess in general, right? But on the pitch, those are matters that you can control. You need to really fix these mentality issues that these players have. And if you're able to do that, then I might jump back on the fence again because I am a certified flip-flop. I don't care. Anyone can call
I
me
have
out. I
enough
couldn't
space,
give a
Lil
heck.
Yo-Yo. I have enough space. My fence is built like the US border. I have enough space, bro. Come on. Come
That's
through.
a wall, not a fence, man. That's a wall. Listen, Yo-Yo. So
It's gonna take a while,
what are
man.
your just like Pav said, yeah. Pav gave us his stipulations, yeah. Top 4, FA Cup, more points than finish with
More wins
points
than losses.
More wins than losses before the end of the season. From this point on, what is your stipulations for even just jumping back on the fence? Not even being Ten Hag in, just jumping on the fence and giving him more time.
All right, so to jump back on the fence, I need to see a consistent style of play from these boys, and I need to see these boys not being mentality losers. Like actually have some mentality and not bottle games. If it means coming back from a loss to get a draw, if it means fighting back and not conceding silly mistakes consistently that we keep on doing, like there are just key mistakes that we're making all season that the manager has not rectified at all. And things like that, that's what's held me onto the fence until the Newport game. Like the simple cut back into midfield and then players scoring from the middle. It's unacceptable. That's not Manchester United standards.
But Lil Yo-Yo, don't you think that this can actually happen? Because it has happened to a bigger team who's number 1 this season, and it happened this season itself with their first team. Yeah, they did play in the second half, but Liverpool lost to Toulouse. I don't even know where Toulouse plays, to be very honest with you. Forget their players. I don't know which league they are in. Because no. See, Yo-Yo, what I'm saying is that even in that game, Sabuzalai, Nunez, Salah, Jota, and Trent, they all played, but they all played in the second half, but they still lost 3-2. So these sticky games, one-off games can happen the problem is our team is so disjointed, it happens more often than usual. For them, it's just one game. Yeah,
here's the thing, though.
I understand, but
okay.
You have to still believe in what we're trying to build, is what I'm trying to say.
1 second. The only thing I would say to Little Yo-Yo is this, yeah. What you're describing, though, would need more time. Wouldn't he need time to get rid of the players with that crap mentality? Do you know what I'm saying? That mentality that you're looking for, he needs time to get rid of. And I feel like he's been doing that slowly.
A lot of the issues can be fixed by the manager tweaking his tactics. It's simple things that he can do to really fix those key problems that we've been having this season. There are issues with mentality, and I agree with you that he can't fix those things straight away. But the way we play on the pitch. When I watch these boys, I am so frustrated every week.
But look, Yo-Yo, don't you think he tells them to play the way we played in that first half, not the way we played in the second half? Do you really think he tells them to go out there and play?
Why not have the bottle to drop them?
You see, but this is the thing that we got. We're gonna get into more conversation. I can't
Trust
keep
me,
going on, but you
I
know,
could go on, Joe, but we need
can
to,
keep
like,
going.
figure
Yeah,
out-
we can keep going. But look, let's
Trust
save it
me.
for the next show, and maybe
Yeah,
we'll run
yeah,
it on one of our channels, innit? Yeah, but
Yeah,
we should
hey,
do this again.
load a video, Joe, man. What's wrong with you?
Hey, listen, trust me, it's February. We spoke about this. It's February. I'm gonna start uploading. You will see. And
Yeah,
you,
we'll
please,
see, bro. Man said
you
this
must
every
be there.
month, man. Waffler.
You must be there.
Certified
You must
waffler.
be
We'll
there.
see, yeah?
Joe, you
Come
need to
on.
upload so much that I look like Onana. I'm watching.
There you go,
Okay.
exactly, man. Have you got
All right,
dial-up
cool.
internet or what?
All right. You know, I'm not even simping at anybody because I deserve these shots. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll take them. I'll
Yeah.
take them to the chest. Yeah. Well, you know what? I will be there. And please, when
You
I
must.
do upload, please also turn up, people, because
Yes.
yeah, it's hard work, this YouTube thing.
Now, people just don't turn up. People just don't turn up. Have a refer program, bro. Bring people in with you. Tell your mates about Joe
yes.
and footbots. Like, come on, bro. Bring
Come on,
one
bro,
with
tell
you.
them the team, fam. Tell
Or
them the team.
have a fight. Have a conversation in our comment section. Fight each other. Don't care.
Come on.
Arguments.
You
I
guys
love
have to
it.
support Joe. His channel is Backhand Entertainment, guys. Let's get his subscribers up as well. Also,
And
if
please,
you're
please,
watching
please.
this and you have not hit the like button, you are a disgrace. You're a cheat. You have to come on, hit the like button so that you know this show, The Good, Bad, and Ugly, gets more visibility. It's very simple, very easy, and also it's respect to KG as well. The Don, you know, gave us this platform so we can have this conversation, guys. So big up to everybody that has been contributing, even in the chat as well. So yeah, Joe, you gotta do
also
better,
big up
man.
to your channel as well. He actually uploads, yeah. So people, please go and subscribe to my man right here, Football Power Hour.
Almost at
Every
1K,
week.
baby. Almost at 1K. Come on.
Yeah, Bot's putting in
Big up
the
to
hours.
that guy.
Bot's doing
Bots is
4-hour
putting in the
live
real
shows.
work. Yeah.
Bot's
Yeah.
doing
So make sure you
4-hour live
subscribe to
shows.
him. Jeez, yeah, man's
Thank
putting
you.
in the real work. So people, please subscribe to Football Power. And every Friday we have Football Power Hour, the game show where we
Yes.
all get in and
Quiz
have a
night.
quiz, and
Yes.
quiz night is lovely. So please come and join in for that every Friday. Yeah,
Yes.
All
We
right.
in there.
So
We in
people-
there. Like swimwear. Uh-oh.
Wait, no.
Yeah,
no,
pause
get out of here.
on
No.
that one.
Nothing.
Pause, bro.
Also, shout
Wait.
Jurgen Klopp's crusty teeth. Bye.
Now everyone bless, bro.
What?
Bless everyone.
Big up. Yo, listen, in there like swimwear. What's wrong with you, man?
So many violations on the stream, you know. So good.
Oh god. It was a good show though, boss. It's good to have you
Right.
back in the new year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Likewise. It's good that we're here. It's also the beginning of Black History Month over here in America.
In America.
So, yes. So you know, appreciate these black people with a like button. Come on. There we go.
Come on. Listen. And you guys, please don't forget again. Hold on, let me just do this real quick. Don't forget again to hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share with your friends because the channel needs to grow.
Yeah.
And we out.